everybody? We are back. It's everybody's talking about it. I am your fucking host, Jay. It is up.
Let's go.
It is up.
Let's go.
Does that excite you?
But you can see it's already high energy. I always get excited when Janee Latrice is in the motherfucking building.
Hello.
I love you. Give it up for Janee Latrice.
Oh my God.
Y'all know,
So
if y'all follow me, I literally be playing Love Me Back, and this is not a test, non-stop.
I don't know what Love Me Back is, but I think he meant back to me.
That's what I mean. We had this conversation in the car. I've been drinking, so excuse me.
That's okay.
Back to Me is the name of her album. Sorry. That's the name. That's the name. So, Back to Me is a really, really dope album by Janee Latrice, and I really am still banging it. It is really a dope album. And then even you followed up with This Is Not a Test, which is another dope album.
Thank you.
And I love it. So y'all got to go on Apple Music, wherever you got Spotify, Amazon, get on there and start streaming that shit, because that shit is good.
Do that.
My co-host, Dwayne, is back.
Co-host?
Yeah.
No, that's right.
Yes, co-host. You see, he quoted it right.
You're the star.
And one thing that what I love about this, one thing that we all have in common, us sitting up here, is that us three are graduated. We are alumni of the Philadelphia Performing Arts.
It's my 20 years this year.
It's 20 years this year for you.
That's insane, bro.
That basically means it's 18 for you.
Yeah.
It's 15 for me.
You ain't got to do that. That part was
crazy, bro.
The walk down of it wasn't really necessary. But God bless.
But it's very good. This is good. Because y'all two, and it's so crazy because it's like a cycle, because y'all two got to share it, and then you were going, and then me and you got to share it for a minute, and that's like a beautiful thing. So it's good to sit here and talk. So like I said, Janee is a extraordinary singer, but she's also a great actress. She's an amazing dancer. She is an entrepreneur. Yes. Like, Janee, you are like really a Jill of all trades.
I got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah. So what's like your go-to? Like, what's your one thing that if you had to do that for the rest of your life that you would want to do?
Yeah, sleep. No, I'm just playing. Definitely get in the bed. I can do that.
Knock the fuck out.
No, hard. Okay. If I had to do one thing for the rest of my life out of everything that I'm doing, it would probably be, honestly, as passionate as I am about different creative projects and stuff, I really don't dream of like the hustle and being on the go all the time. So traveling is like my favorite thing to do. I know that has nothing to do with creative projects.
Yeah, right.
But if I could do one thing for the rest of my life, it would really be that. And along the way, just connecting, the arts is where I'm most passionate about. So performing, singing, and traveling is what I would do if the rent wasn't due every month. And I could, not work, That's what I'm saying.
So Janee,
I should start.
That's very true. You really got to go for it. You really just got to step. If it was grandmama, she said you got to step out on faith.
Yeah. You know what? So you played the lottery like for real. I told you about how handsome I think you are. I just think we should become besties because he might mess around and hit the number. Like, I don't know.
Okay. That's fucking crazy.
Not that I'm an opportunist.
But you have to remember, if you are a fan of the show, you've been watching it, he's recovering, and I don't mean to put his business out there from gambling addiction. Yeah, so you don't want to tempt him. You don't want to
escalate so quickly.
Get like blackjack slots, but the lottery is just
not recovering.
Don't say that though, because that can turn into something. You can get $50 and buy 50 tickets, and you'd be like, "Damn."
Why are you giving him all these ideas?
Not too much. We have recovered.
Man, I'm telling you. But Janee, you are, and it's so crazy because I don't want to sound like, because sometimes I do fan guy out sometimes because you really are dope. Like, and I really am like a fan. So I want to talk about your music, like for a second, just for a second.
Yeah.
When you were doing the Back to Me album, what was your initial inspiration?
Like
what was that? Like, what was it like going into the process?
That's such a great question, Maurice. So the thing is, coming into 2020, pandemic year, was the first year that I was full-time self-employed and not struggling. Like, I was really thriving as being a full-time self-employed person because I had concert series that I was putting up every month. Everybody, those of you who are familiar with me remember that. And then Boogie Down, was heading into Boogie Down Experience, my event entertainment company,
which we're gonna get into in a second,
was heading into its first ever busy season. I think at that time we had been open for 3 years, and we had never had a busy season. So we had were getting ready to head into our busy season. I was full-time self-employed with the concert series and the other things I was doing, wedding band stuff on the side, and then the world shut down. So like, I didn't have a job. I wasn't working a 9-to-5. Every single thing that I was doing that I felt like I had worked so hard for a long time, that was finally thriving, everything was event based. Everything was like required me to be in places where it's impossible to social
right
distance.
now. Yeah.
So, the world shut down. I was able to file for unemployment and things like that, but I was depressed. My nigga, like, seriously, I was like, whoa, like, what just happened, God? Like, you've been with me this entire time. I've been grinding and trying to build up to a certain point, and it finally happened for me. And now, literally, the whole world is like, nope, psych, was playing with you, joking, try again, another decade, century. So essentially, I was just very like, I found myself at home, obviously, like everyone else, and I was depressed. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing I was doing aside from, self-medicating was writing music. It had been 10 years since I had put out a project. My first freshman project, I put out hard copies, CDs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember that era? That was a good era.
You ain't had to say remember that era. I feel like he keeps taking jabs that I'm old, but the gray hairs are tucked.
But
so
no, but technically that was what you would call an era, though.
It
for real,
absolutely
because
was
that
an
was
era.
a dope.
Because
I missed them times because that
seriously.
really showed artistry to me.
Hard artistry.
How passionate people was about your project is when you would really go out there and get dubs of copies of your CD and make sure that people heard it.
Yep. And that's what I did. And that's what I did. It never was on streaming platforms at all. Like, it was just all hard copies. And so it had been 10 years since I put a project out. And so I started writing music. I wasn't really intending to record. I was just trying to journal and write and things like that, just to free my mind and really like help cope with the major transition that had just happened for me. I was very closely connected. Shout out to Erica Mack, who at the time had the Loft.
Shout out to E-Mac.
Yes, huge shout out. Had events at the Loft, and it was a recording space. She just gave me access, to be able to go there and record the things that I had come up with. And from there, a project was born. But that really came out of really journeying back to a right mind, back to songwriter Janee, back to the artist who heals herself by doing what she loves and what she's connected to. So thank you for asking that, because not many people know that.
You know what? And that's so crazy, because that album, and I don't say that because you're here, and I don't say that because we're friends, because like I said, I've had somebody on the show, and I said that it's not because we're related that I like your music, but when I really get attached to music, it's like, it's almost free. And that album, I listen to it, that For Granted is my favorite song on the album.
That.
You have to go through a situation like that.
Yeah.
And people don't realize, because you hit it, 2020, I was in a situationship that kind of ended in a weird, really
what
weird
a year
way.
for that to end.
And when you dropped that song, everything kind of happened the same way you put it. Like, I knew you'd be back. I knew it. And I knew I had to be here. I knew I had to be here to tell you that it's too late, because I'm moving on. I'm doing something different. Like, my life got to go on. This is the year of change. I'm going on my way. So that song was just like, yo, this is crazy. How did Janee know this?
I love that you say that, because my favorite song, that was one of my favorite songs, obviously why I made it a single. I love that song to death. We shot a video for it. It's on YouTube.
Speaking of that, let me be honest with you.
Please.
You should have called me.
For what?
For the video.
Let me tell you.
Because I told Josh, who's behind the camera, he works for me, but he also works with Janee as well. And I told him
that video
to put a bug in her ear and said, look, I got the concept.
Why
I need to be
people
her love interest. I have to do the video. I have to do it. So then the video gets done.
There was no love interest in the video.
And that's what the fucking problem was.
My love interest.
The problem was, I don't know what was going on in the video.
My love interest. Don't come in my video. My video is
I'm going to tell you. You thought that. But let me tell you what.
Loving herself.
No,
my love interest that song is about was actually a woman. It wasn't a man.
But that's fine. But we could have still did the video in the way that I wanted to do the video.
You being my love interest.
Yes, and it was going to be hot. I already had the concept. I'm just letting you know that the video was going to be fuck hot.
Well, I think.
Fuck that. It wasn't that kind of song. It's not that kind of song.
You got to listen to the album.
You really got to check the album out because you would have known that's not about the song. It's really a breakup song. Like it's a song. Well, it's not even a breakup song because the breakup has already happened. So
you better
now,
break it down.
You know what I'm saying? The breakup has already happened. So now the person is trying to return and it's like, I'm good. You already fucked me up. So I'm good on you.
This man been listening to the song.
But it's not even that. It's Paradise. It's This Time.
So you're naming all these songs, and the crazy part is my absolute favorite song. First of all, I'm very proud of this project, and I love it so much. I feel like it was such a sound that came from such like a crazy place in my life. I'm very proud of it. Major shout out to Josh Glass for all of the inner workings and just being a support through that whole year. Like we put out freestyles and all of that like we just had a blast, and he has been just a rock throughout that time. Definitely was.
He is the dopest. Shout out to Josh. Josh is
he's loyal. You got get you a Josh.
Get you a Josh Glass. He's been on my team for 4 seasons.
No, for real.
I'm so grateful. Matter of fact, 6 seasons. I'm so grateful.
I want to tell you though, my absolute favorite song, especially now that years have passed since the album dropped. It dropped in 2021. My favorite song is number 1, I Am. And it's like an affirmation. It comes off like a rap, but it's really like an affirmation. It's an intro. And the reason why that's my favorite song is that was actually one of the last songs that I wrote on a project. But I remember having a God moment. Like I came across this beat. I immediately put the money out and was like, I need this. I need ownership of this. And then I sat there and wrote that whole thing in just one sitting. It probably took me like 10 minutes, or no lie. And no exaggeration. And I kept calling it to my friends, I kept calling it a God moment. And then as I listen back to it now, it helps me. Like it nourishes me. It encourages me. So that's number 1 on the album. Y'all gotta check it out.
When you listen back to your music and you really can connect it to that,
it helps me.
It helps you. Wipe your head. I don't know what the fuck you got on your head.
Sweating.
Damn.
I got a fan in my. They said that we can't cut. I don't know.
Oh, it's from the hoodie. I'm like, what's going on with your head?
It's a black joint. I might have took it out already and set it over. All right.
But listen,
they told me I can't.
We over here talking to the behind the scenes people about getting needs and shit. Let me tell you.
I'm sorry. It's like a. All right, come on.
So let's talk about you. You brought up BDX.
Thank you. Oh, God bless you.
BDX is your business, which is pretty much like a cover band almost, right? Like a pretty much that. So, and it has a big instrumental piece. What is it? Sometimes you go up to 9 pieces? 9 instruments, is it? How many instruments is it?
We're going to talk after this.
No, talk now.
We're going to talk after this.
Talk now.
We're going to talk. My band is 11 pieces.
11 pieces.
And it customizes down from there. But the company also has DJs, strings, harps, whatever you can think of. And it's interesting. I don't know what you were about to ask me about the company, but I'm actually let me let you answer your question first.
No, I was asking.
That's the whole experience.
I was just asking what made, because you know what, and it's such the reason why I was asking about it is because I commend you on that, because this is not an idea that the average, and I'm not here to be the race card, y'all know that, Black woman would think of to start as a business.
For sure.
And it's a fucking marketable business as fuck. You know how many people would prefer, people go DJ band, what should I have for my wedding? And a lot of people have bands or would prefer a band because it sets like an ambiance, a tone, it sets like, an atmosphere for your wedding more so than having a DJ.
It's expensive though.
It's very expensive. That's why more people don't do that.
Yeah, so tell me about it.
Yeah. So what made you want to go after that market?
So that's a good question. So I have been working in...
See, I ask good questions. Second time she said that. Go on.
Okay. I have been working in the wedding band industry for like 6 or 7 years before I started my company. And I was working for a very prominent company who to this day has the whole... What you say?
Yes. You know how people be like, yes.
I've never heard that in my life.
You're a fucking liar.
That's the first time I ever heard somebody. I don't even know what you said.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes.
Like, yes. You gotta say it together. Yes.
Got it. So I
Not
was
gonna use it. Got it.
I don't know if that resonates with me, but I was working for a prominent wedding band company, and I never played a black wedding with this company, and I have been with them for so many years. And I have seen black clients come watch the showcases, and I would get so excited, like, yes, can we please book a black wedding? And it just never happened. And I would show up to these gigs, and I would see black people, but they would be waiting the tables or cleaning the bathrooms and at these really prominent venues.
Right.
So that started to deal with me. And I was
get it.
like, this is starting to actually get on my fucking nerves. I want to play some black weddings. I want to play, some music that like I like to jig to. So that's essentially what inspired me to start the company. Now, I will say this. My goal with starting Boogie Down was always to service clients within the communities of color. And we've done that. Like, over the past 7 years, we've primarily only serviced, like black weddings or, whatever, people of color events. And really just stepped it up and took it to the next level. Like, back to your point though, our people in a general sense, it has been, and this is every business owner, if you have a business, listen to me. When it comes to scaling your business, taking it to the next level, making sure you understand your target demographic and making it grow, you have to give yourself parameters. I told myself after 5-6 years, if I don't scale this to a particular point, I'm moving on from it. It's been 7 years.
I know that.
Okay.
Come on.
So at this point, I don't think that, like, my company has gone on to award-winning status. We were awarded 2023's Couples Choice among the top.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Among the top wedding vendors in the region by Wedding Wire and The Knot. I'm very proud of that.
You should be.
I am. I'm also tired as an entrepreneur, if I could be honest. Like, I'm kind of ready to now be making more money than I'm putting out into my business. Anybody with a reputable business that pays their taxes and things of that nature, understand that it's a grind, it's a journey, and it's not always easy. But my company actually has a great opportunity on the horizon. I won't get too much into detail about it, but I am venturing into, exploring the opportunity of closing the doors of Boogie Down.
Why?
Listen.
I am going.
And having my band picked up by one of the country's top wedding band vendors as a privately owned band. So I would maintain ownership of my band.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But we would be able to get put in front of the clients that we need to get put in front of to continue working. So I can continue working my musicians and my artists. But I don't have to maintain everything that goes into building a business and scaling a business and running a business.
Yeah, I like that shit. That's smart.
And I get to get the highest salary.
Yeah. And you get the ones, and you can sell off and make like a little pentatonics.
You know what I'm saying? I get to own it, but still give them my direct deposit information. That's just great. I love that for me. So that's where I am now. No contracts have been signed or anything like that. But yeah, I think Boogie Down has had a beautiful run. I'm very proud of the work that I've done. I don't consider the business having failed at all. I think my business has served a remarkable purpose. I have put hella dollars in hella people's pockets. I have elevated people's events times 1,000 beyond what they could have ever imagined. And it's a great time for me to be like, cool, so what's my return on my investment day to day? What's my return on my investment year after year? And if the dollars don't make sense to me as a person who enjoys nice things, then it's time for me to consider myself after 7 years.
Click, clack.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying?
And I encourage every business owner to do that. Set your parameters.
Now, would you keep the same people that's in the band?
100%.
So why you fire Maurice?
Maurice got his own self-fire now. Are we getting into some things like this? Is this what we're doing? Can I have another shot?
Story,
Was it?
I'm like, damn.
Was you there?
Huh?
You was there?
So
Around it. Why you voice crack?
Because I feel like I'm being attacked.
No, Just by me.
Maurice, why you get fired?
I got fired from BDX.
And did.
Looks like it's taking off.
He did get fired. He did.
So we have, let's make it clear, though.
I was never going to put that out there on this man's show.
We got over this.
We sure did.
So we got past this.
Now this nigga started shit.
Let me talk about how I got fired.
Because business owners, sometimes you got to fire a motherfucker.
But I wasn't, so I was never formally fired. How about that?
But you haven't worked.
He was.
I was later formally fired after I initiated the conversation.
Okay, so that's true. Clear. That's true. That's very true. Can I speak to it?
Okay.
Can I speak to it? I do not, in a general sense, you making me give up tape. I'm on the Everybody's Talking About It show. Yeah, so we're talking about it. I don't generally formally fire people until it's absolutely unavoidable. And the reason for that is I own and operate an industry that sometimes needs to sub people out, for example, sometimes needs to call in a favor. I don't believe in severing those ties and burning those bridges. Mm-hmm. I like to keep the door open if I need you. Mm-hmm. So that's why I don't always send that paperwork off right away. But a lot of times I do.
Yep. So we were good.
You got the paperwork eventually.
So we were good. So like I said, and for me, I took accountability in the fact that I wasn't prepared and I wasn't ready at the time to give what she needed to what she was building. So that's what later on I did. No, it's not. It's good. Because like you said, everybody's talking about it, so we can adjust and appreciate it. And that's honestly, because I tell people that you can't, and my thing, you wasn't, and I tell people this all the time too, because now me being a business owner and me spearheading my own shit, I know that you don't have the time for bullshit. So when somebody is not going in the direction that you're going, then you can't allow them to stay in your space. And I get it.
And let me say this.
And I'm not saying it in a bad way, Janee, because it wasn't that she didn't realize that I had talent or I didn't have a gift.
That's what I was about to say. Let's be clear. Maurice never auditioned for Boogie Down. He was called.
Yeah.
He was called and invited to be a part.
Absolutely.
So,
that's what I wanted to make clear. So it wasn't that. It was that. It was just that what other people were giving to the group wasn't what I was giving to it. And if I gave more, I felt like I could have probably been in BDX for a longer period of time. But I wasn't giving what they was giving. But now, like I said, now that I know the stakes of it, and I don't tolerate that shit on my shit, and that's why you see a different flow on my shit. That's how that goes.
Why did you have to mention
that? Because like Mary J. Blige, I don't do holleration, hateration in the dance parade. I don't fuck with it.
It was like one time I ain't seen Maurice no more.
I was like, I don't do it.
It was so long ago that he
you ain't coming on my shit with your bullshit. So I'm good.
But to your point though, honestly, and you understand that as an entrepreneur, running a business is hard work. Now, a lot of people got businesses, right? People got shit going on that they're calling businesses. But to run an integral business, you have to understand, first of all, Boogie Down is competing with white-owned businesses, Jewish-owned businesses. I don't have time for people to show up, not say anything, and not know their lyrics or not know the melody of the song or anything. Musicians, and that's why we started implementing docs to pay and things like that, because I'm competing. And my name is on this. Not only am I competing, but I'm investing. People don't understand. Even just a call a rehearsal costs me hundreds of dollars.
Right.
Just to get people together to rehearse.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not even talking about getting on a gig. We're not even talking about dotting I's, crossing T's. I'm talking about a state, federally government recognized business that is current on their motherfucking taxes.
And this is really like a musical. You know what I mean?
It's we don't have time. So motherfuckers be having to go. But
it sounds like a movie.
But that's what I'm saying. It was like, because it really was. It was like a musical. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference between a musical and then there's a difference between musical and then there's a difference between a musical. You know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck together.
That's what I said.
It's hot under these lights.
Janee.
I'm fucking sweating.
So now we already talked about BDX.
Yes.
So
you understand where we at?
So you also are a rapper. You know? When did
I rap sometimes? I sometimes rap. I'm not a.
Look,
I'm 16. That's what.
She said, hold on. She said this. She said this is not a test. I'm even speaking if I
That's what I said. Well, no. So this is not a test. It was an EP that it's just 4 songs of rap. So if you want to drop a beat, you can stream the EP. The bars are there. But
They are there.
They are. I like to have fun. Like, I'm an artist. I'm a writer. I definitely do not consider myself a rapper. I'm a woman with the ability to rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can write raps. I can write rhymes. I enjoy rapping. I'm a huge hip hop fan, you know?
Yeah.
So I play around with it and I feel like I'm good at it. I feel like I have a skill that's worth cultivating even more when it comes to rap. And I have, you know, opportunities to grow within that. But I love rap music.
No, you are good.
Thank you.
So who is your rap inspiration? Like if you said, you know, like whose bars do you enjoy?
I'm like weird. I'm like a Left Eye fan.
I love fucking.
When
Left
you're
Eye.
talking about bars, though, I'm never gonna not give Nicki Minaj her just
she
due.
is. She
like
is. She's deserving of it.
We love a Nicki Minaj. We of course love a Lil Kim. We love a Foxy Brown. I love a Rhapsody. You know, I love Chica.
Me too.
Huge fan.
Of
you
Chica.
know,
yeah.
I'm a
shout out to Chica.
Girl.
She don't get enough credit to when she's do it. But
she doesn't.
Shout out to Chica.
She be carrying on, but we love you, Chica.
She do, yo. She really.
Are you on Twitter?
I'm not on Twitter actually.
You should come over to Twitter because Chica, we love you, Chica. I follow to this day and will not unfollow. That's my baby. I love Chica. I'm a huge fan of her. But yeah, like Left Eye growing up was like a huge inspiration to me when it comes to like female rap. I just love the delivery, the cadence, the playfulness, all of that.
Listen, I think we might be tripping. Trying to prove our point, we not listening. Every single day something different. We really need to take some time. So let's just slow it down. We can take it slow. Don't think the love is gone. I just had to tell myself not to hold on. Cause this is really real. I need some time to heal. And that's just how I feel. But still, I knew you'd be back in time to need me to remind you. It's too late.
No, because here's the thing. I want to play this game with you because you will go off. But here's the thing.
I do not want to be mean.
So before we go to the game, though, I want to know what is next for Janee Latrice.
I have a bunch going on.
Please
honestly.
let us know.
Well, I want to invite everybody to follow flowers_PHL on Instagram.
I can buy myself flowers.
How do you put up with this? I mean, seriously. We have some great things going on. The goal is to, you know, just get the community of Philly together to pay homage and show love to things, entities, people who have impacted the culture. So make sure y'all follow us over there.
Flowers, y'all. That's what's up, though, because there's not too many Black artists that show each other love.
And we got some dope shit in the works.
Really
Shout out to Jerome Scott, working with him on that.
We just talked about him and how dope he was.
Yeah.
As an actor, he's one of the greatest actors I've in the inner city that I know. For sure.
I love that.
I love Jerome Scott, man.
So shout out to him. Make sure y'all follow. I am bringing the Janee Latrice podcast back.
You better fucking bring it back.
It's totally new. It's totally different. It's revamped. And I'm so excited about it. In the realm of growth, I'm very excited about what's coming with the show. We're dealing with it used to be the happy hour of podcasts where young Black professionals or creatives or
and it really was
like
good.
That.
I mean, it really
was amazing.
It was dope, and I love it.
I love what we did.
And then even the things that you did. She had an episode on there that was one of my favorite episodes that she knows I love.
I love that you stay tapped in like this.
Which was Try Not to Cuss. When the Try Not to Cuss episode, which was dope because I would fail that episode within the first 2 minutes. And she knows that. And that was one of my
I don't think
episodes.
any of us made it through the whole episode.
Well, I know you didn't. Because that mouth of yours.
Yeah.
But you brought up a good word, which we were supposed to talk about, which is growth.
Yeah.
And it's like how... My one question is, what was something that you've learned on this journey as you continue to grow that you wish you would have known when you first started?
That's interesting that you say that because so much. I'm a person who's a student of life in a general sense. And what I learn is a lot of people aren't that way, but I'm always looking to learn something from a situation. If a situation has hurt me or has changed me or negatively impacted me, I'm always looking for my takeaway. Like, all right, so what was this for? Like, what was this for? Like, what do I need to be taken from this? So in a general sense, though, I feel like I've been involved in other conversations where I've had the opportunity to repeat this and reiterate it because it's just a core value of mine. But in a general sense, one thing that I've learned recently and that I continue to relearn is trust the sound of your own voice. Learn to trust the sound of your own voice. And on top of that though, ensure that you are trustworthy with yourself. That's y'all not ready. So what I need y'all to do is follow me at Beloved Latrice because the Janee Latrice podcast is coming back and it's rebranding a bit. We in the season of rebrands. Hello.
Oh, yep, that's it. Right
okay.
There.
Rebranding a bit to be, now it's a soft space for tough talks. Yeah. And I want to deal with some real shit, some real conversations because like you said, we're evolving, we're growing, we're, developing into people, like different people than we were yesterday, which I love, I celebrate. Yep. I'm very proud of you, by the way.
I appreciate it.
I really am. You's a fucking clown, but I love that about you. And I love that you know that about yourself and that you have like just taken this, everybody's talking about it, brand and skyrocketed it to another level. I love the aesthetic that you give. I love the process that went into inviting me to be a guest today. Like, that type of shit matters to me, and I wouldn't even be here if the shit was janky.
No, I appreciate that.
I really mean that. So y'all tell y'all friends to subscribe, goddamn.
For sure. For sure.
Real.
But I appreciate that. This has been a journey doing this show because I learned a lot about myself, and I've learned how to really, really appreciate myself in this.
That's what
experience.
I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
People think that I'm being cliche when I say learn the sound of your own voice. But when you get alone in a room after you've navigated some real shit in life and you've got so many opinions coming from every which way, you'll understand if you can't recognize what you sound like.
That's crazy.
And number one. And number two, if you don't know if you can trust yourself with yourself.
You fall for anything, Janee.
Baby.
Janee, I'm telling you this.
Yeah.
Janee, I'll tell you this. When I literally was learning do the whole process of doing like this show and then growing, doing my own thing, even with that, it was just like you start learning people, and you start figuring out what's happening really around you when you reevaluate shit.
You know what I learned about people as it relates to people? I'm an introvert. Is that weird?
I learned that I'm starting to be one anyway.
No, I'm really an introvert. Like I'm for real an introvert. I think you're an extrovert.
I think I'm in between.
No,
I'm
I
actually
can
shy
say
by
that.
nature. Nobody knows that. I'm a
I can believe that.
Shy person.
No, I believe that.
But being an introvert and being shy are a little bit different.
Because even when I met you, you wasn't like a person that was surrounded by like a big group or anything.
Where in Campbell?
I said when I first met him or not. It wasn't like he didn't have friends.
But he didn't have no friends.
He did. But he wasn't like one of the people that was always in something. You know what I mean? Always, he was chill.
But you competed in the Mr. Kappa pageant.
Which was dumb because I sang this in the head.
I was actually asking the same question as I sat there and listened to you sing.
But
he sang "Ordinary People" by John Legend on the damn stage in front of millions. At a performing arts school where there's vocal majors competing.
Wait.
It wasn't good.
Ask some of the vocal.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
In rehearsal, I did sound good. I was nervous because that's not something I was comfortable with.
Where they at? The witnesses.
In 06.
What you do? What you do? This ain't a honeymoon.
He didn't sound terrible, but everybody was just like, why?
Why would you say? Why wouldn't you do a monologue?
It's a competition.
Yeah,
and he was like doing good up until that point.
No, you was trying to do something sexy for the ladies because it was the Mr. Kappa. Yeah, well, you wanted to sing.
Was dead
no, you wanted to sing, and that gets the drawers wet.
We was sitting there like, what is happening, Lord?
A good monologue. What monologue ever got your motherfucking drawers wet?
That was a bad joke.
What monologue ever got your drawers wet, Janee?
You know, some monologues that Franklin Saint do on Snowfall.
But I'm saying, I asked you, though, and you couldn't give me one.
He don't get...
I'm not...
What?
My monologue is not even written down. It's just what comes to mind.
Sometimes I don't want a wet ass. Remember that? He said that.
Follow Dwayne on TikTok.
I'm done.
Don't grab my neck. My husband,
I'm
what
good.
are you watching?
That's why I stopped.
Janee, I got a question for you. You ready to play a game?
I'm ready to play a game.
Let's play a
do
game.
It. Give me a
Let's
shot.
play a game. When we be right back, I want y'all to check out some stuff with Janee real quick, and we'll be right back.
Like, the thing about the Everybody's Talking show is I find out when I get here what the shits is about to be about.
We ain't rolling yet. If you want to say that, oh,
I thought we was.
Oh well, do it. All right, wait, do it again.
No,
it's up. Just keep on.
This is good.
All right, so we back. It's cathartic. We back, and we about to play this game with fucking Janee.
What is the game?
The game is called Hot Wings in the Hot Seat.
They done set me up.
We're about to have some fun, though. You ready to have some fun?
I'm hungry.
So, the game is, I'm going to ask you 5 questions.
Back
You
to
can
that.
only plead the 5th to 1 question out of the 5.
So is you
why
going?
do I gotta play?
Because we're playing with her. We don't want to have her by herself, do
Yeah, it's hot.
we? We don't know if it's hot.
Are they hot?
We don't.
The questions.
The questions are hot.
So you
They get hotter per wing.
fuck. So you asking them? Okay, so it's one question at a time, one
So
wing
what
at
you're
a
going to
damn
do
time.
is you're going to eat a wing. I'm going to ask a question.
While I'm eating the wing.
Yes.
God damn it! What
You
if
ready?
I choke? Y'all got insurance?
So here we go. We're going to try wing number 1. Everybody ready? Let's do
Is
it.
this the flat? Which
That's
one
the
is number
flat.
1?
Number 1 is the first wing on your plate.
Wait, right to left? Left to right.
Left to right.
Look, I don't sit around with wings.
No, this smells fire.
What's the question?
Mm.
You don't got ranch?
Mm. That's not bad though.
It's spicy, bro. Do they get more and more spicy?
That's not spicy at all.
It's not bad. It's
I don't like.
No, that's not bad.
But the more start sweating. I know it.
Where my fan?
Yeah, this ain't bad.
We gotta eat the whole thing.
No.
We gotta finish.
That was good though. So your
bless
2
you.
projects.
Mm-hmm.
Love Me Back.
No,
I'm sorry. I keep saying Love Me Back. Because y'all keep saying back to me.
that's not the shit.
It's all back to me. Why y'all keep saying Love Me Back? Y'all hear me? Your album.
You supposed to practice before you have somebody
No.
on your fucking show.
Look, back to me.
That's what I tolerate.
So you had your 2 projects, Back to Me, and This Is Not a Test.
What about them?
If you could only listen to one and never listen to the other ever
Oh
again,
wow, that's a
which
great
would it be?
Oh wow, that's such a great question, and that's interesting. It's going to be an unpopular opinion. Listening, it would be This Is Not a Test.
Why?
Because I challenged myself, and like that wasn't a project that I came up with. My best friend Tony, shout out to Tony Jackson,
Shout out to Tony.
was like, I want just like an EP with like nothing but rap, all bars. Like I just want to hear you flow and spit. And I challenged myself to like step up to that challenge, and I was impressed by what I did. Plus,
I was too.
it's like it's just dope. It's a dope project. Back to Me, I love it,
That's
but
not
it's
spicy.
harder to listen to. It's harder for me to listen to just because it's so personal.
What a great album, though.
Thank you. So my answer would be This Is Not a Test. Great question.
Yep. Y'all ready for number 2?
That wasn't even.
Number 1 is good,
I
though.
don't even eat. Mild gets me crazy. Like barbecue.
You vegan? It's a hair on you. Here we go. What's the question?
Oh, this is good, too, though.
If I really was just eating, but normally I would just pull out the bone. Don't judge me, goddammit. I'm just being a lady.
I'm trying not to bite that hoe up because
You having a good time.
no, it's too damn good. Damn, these wings good.
What do the wings got to do with the question? Like, are we just eating for the sake of eating? I don't understand. Is it just snack time?
That's heat.
I'm like, what's the tip?
Wait, so here we go. In your honest and humble opinion, what's the best song you ever wrote and why?
Ooh, that's hard. I would have to say the best song I ever wrote, nigga. I like For Granted.
Love this song.
It would be probably between For Granted and This Time.
Love this.
Both from my. That's hot.
No, it's not.
So is it a song that you haven't produced? Like you wrote it and never sang it?
No, Dave, she recorded
No,
it.
like is that part of the answer? Like
No, it could be a song that you never. Is that a song you never wrote? I mean, is it a song you never released?
Huh?
Is it a song you never? Is it a song you never released?
No. I've written a lot of songs, obviously, but
But those still would be your 2 top.
This Time I love how like soft
That song is beautiful.
And I love the narration of it, like just the story of it. And for granted, sonically, like just the
it's the whole
the
vibe
melody,
of that song and everything. It's the lyrics.
Those are like probably some of the strongest.
Give it to me real quick.
I won't, but you guys can stream. You can
Come
definitely
on,
stream it though.
You be back in time to leave me to my
it's to what? Had your chances for granted.
My love.
You're gonna get from me.
Goodbye. Love. I'm allowed to cry.
That was a hot one, and I'm not finishing it.
No, it wasn't. Here we go.
So, can I just ask a question? Do these get hotter?
We don't know. Let's try. Number 3. Here we go. Let's dig in.
The problem is these wings are good.
They damn good.
Outside the sauce. Fuck the sauce.
I ain't
Sauce
gonna
kick my ass.
lie about it.
But
I'm
the
a
flex
flats
was-
girl. How about you? Sorry. Fuck you, Wayne.
God damn. You right, Wayne. We wing something
else.
else.
Fried good. Like they really shit with the sauce and fucking with it.
He said he'd be something else. What is the question?
The question is, damn these
Good.
wings.
I really like that one, but that bitch is hot.
Damn these wings.
This is good.
Ain't good?
Who made it? It's real good.
So, during your run at Kappa,
Oh shit, my run.
which choreographer got a lot of credit, but their choreography didn't match the hype?
I was in high school 20 years ago.
So you're about to see these people real soon.
Yeah.
So what choreographer was overhyped, but you was like, you alright, bro. Or sis, you alright. You only get one plead the
I
fifth.
plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth on that one?
Yeah.
All right, you got 2 more questions left, though, so.
I'm not, and the only reason why is because I can't really answer that. Like, I feel like Kappa, especially at the time that I was there, I don't know about when you motherfuckers were there.
Well, we had some OKYs and Christina Germans, and we had some good dope people, Morgan Morrows.
I had them too.
Had those too, yeah.
And so my point is,
even in my year, we had William Burton, we had shout out to Victoria Carter, shout out to Isaac Nate Watkins, and Jasmine Smith, and so many people.
But the point that I'm trying to make is, I don't think it's hard to say a choreographer's work was overhyped because that was what the ground was.
Who was somebody that was in your department or in your dance department that you felt like got a lot of credit for their dance style, maybe based on one good performance, but you got a chance to see the real?
Here's how I'll answer that. So can I take back my plead the fifth?
Yes.
Well, you can hear my answer first, and then you can let me know if I can take it back. And let me just build it up real quick. The thing about Kappa and being choreographers and figuring ourselves out as artists at that age, nobody was overhyped because we was all figuring ourselves out. And shout out to Miss Davis.
You can take it back because that's a good answer.
Yeah,
and shout out to
we were
Davis.
all,
we miss you so much.
We absolutely do. We were all finding our way and figuring out, who we were as artists. So nothing was overhyped. But I will say there was one dancer that got named dance captain over me that I was like, bitch, what? Because how? I don't understand it. It was 3 dance captains.
I'm not understanding, Twinkie.
It was 2 guys and a girl. And the girl, I feel like that was shade. But I love you, Miss Davis. I love you so much. But that's why we had an argument and stuff.
Pick y'all drinks up, y'all. This is for Miss Davis. Shout out to Diva Davis. One of Kappa's choreographers, but she is also a dance extraordinaire.
Ladiva Davis?
Yes.
Ladiva Davis was the director of the dance department at Kappa for several years.
I was about to say that.
She's a fucking icon.
She is. And I didn't mean to diminish her. She is. And shout out to her.
We love you.
We, in my tenure at the school myself, we got her father passed away, and she requested the gospel choir to sing. And
were you on the gospel choir? What was your major?
Vocal major.
What were you doing there?
I was in there singing my little heart out.
You were supposed to be a drama major.
But what I will say while we're talking about Kappa,
you could sing.
One thing that I do regret is not taking full advantage of what I had, and that's an honest moment. This is an accountable moment. Because a lot of people auditioned to get into that school and didn't get accepted and all of that. And I was one of the lucky few that were accepted to that school. Yeah. And I didn't take full advantage of what that school had to offer.
It's been 15 years.
And it has, but I wanted to get it off my chest real quick because I always rep Kappa so hard. But it's like a lot of people really use what they learned at Kappa and took it to the next level.
It definitely made me who I am as an artist.
And I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I now value it more now that I'm out of it. But I didn't use full advantage of it when I was there. Yeah. You know what I mean? And shout out to Dorena Morrow, who was the greatest vocal teacher in the world.
We had icons.
Icons.
Mel Williams of the theater department.
I want to publicly apologize to her as well for not, utilizing to my full advantage.
Are you in therapy?
It almost is. This is therapeutic for me. This is therapeutic.
I'm going to take that as
cathartic. Shout out to Janee Ashton.
I'm going to take that as a no. Okay. That's okay.
So,
this is
your
ready? Show.
Wing number 4.
What's the question?
You know how this go. Wing first.
Eat the wing. This shit just looks hot. It's wet and everything else.
You might not be.
That second one was the hottest so far, actually. I'm not fucking with y'all.
This one's crazy. This one's diabolical.
Nope. Look,
we should have signed.
Damn, I barely even got that bitch in my throat.
We should have signed waivers. Oh my god.
I'm not even biting that. Pause.
Ask the fucking question, Maurice.
What the fuck is on here? Fucking gasoline? No, bruh.
Yo, my shit is on
fire. That is inhumane. That is actually I had a water. Okay. I'm gonna cover the brand.
Are you done yet? Come on.
I didn't even bite it. And it's that.
Which BDX gig can you regret playing?
Saw it. Saw it. Y'all see it. Huge regret. If I could take it back, I would. Not only did she not want to pay no motherfucking body no money, but she was horrible to work with. She was a bitch. She was mean.
Is this the Wayne's talking? That's why
she didn't. I'm mad. You sweating for real.
I know. I'm getting my tongue.
Bless you, baby. Oh, come on.
This shit sucks.
Saw it. Down from the country cooking, her. Yeah. We played her. Her. Yeah, we played a black top here for her.
My ears.
She at the last minute booked another band. Put them inside, had us outside in 30-degree motherfucking weather. Was cold as shit out there. Wasn't but 2 people out there looking at us. Okay? We was out there for hours on hours. And I had to come out my pocket and match what she paid just so I could pay the damn band. She ain't want to give up no coin.
Oh my God.
Had us doing this shit for damn near free.
Oh my God.
All these celebrities was going to be there. Wasn't a goddamn celebrity in sight nowhere because we was outside by the ice sculpture in the fucking snow, you might as well say. It was so damn cold. And she was just
my
nasty.
stomach hurt so bad.
She was nasty. She was nasty.
Okay, I'm trying.
Y'all don't spend no money.
Y'all ready for wing number 5?
I'm not eating nothing else on this plate because that almost killed me.
But wing number 5 not that bad.
My tongue still burns.
I know, I'm dead serious.
I put it in my mouth and was like,
yes, I promise. Janee, wing number 5 ain't that bad.
I can.
All right, let's try it.
That shit was diabolical.
Yes, we good. Wait, hold on, Janee. Are we all together?
You actually took a bite and finished your bite?
It was a piece it was this piece.
You spit it out or you finished it?
I don't fucking know no more.
I didn't even take a bite of this.
Well,
I felt it. As soon as it hit my tongue, I was like, wrong.
Because you're going to make it to the last round. Just take a piece.
I haven't pleaded the 5th yet, technically.
So you good.
So we can stop.
No, we're going to number 5.
This baby is...
Because this is your last question.
Damn.
Go ahead, Janee. Don't worry about him.
What the fuck?
That's not bad.
Why?
I'm sorry. Because I was making sure we all eat shit.
I'm scared. My
Bite.
tongue still burns.
I was just biting. Damn. Y'all is a mess. All right.
Is it hot too?
Yes! Yes! He lied!
No, it's not hot.
This is!
Wait a minute. No. You said you're bringing back the Janee Latrice podcast, right?
Oh my God, Maurice!
You said you bring it back.
Is this hot though?
No, do not touch that shit!
Listen, you bringing back the Janee Latrice podcast. Which co-host would you not invite back?
Maurice, I can't think. Which co-host would I not invite back? Deloria.
Any reason why?
We're not friends anymore.
Okay.
Oh! This was so uncomfortable.
Wait.
This really fucking hurts!
No, I asked first. Shit.
You can't cut in front of the camera.
Fuck that.
Oh my God.
Not normal.
Janee. You all good. I appreciate you coming to them Everybody's Talking show. It seems like she's tired and
My
she's
back gonna hurt later.
We appreciate it. Don't forget to follow Beloved Latrice on Instagram and get at her.
This is so fucked up.
Yeah, go to Apple Music.
This milk? I don't even like milk. Is this almond milk?
For her. Be out. Everybody's talking about it. We see you next time.
I don't even drink milk.
That sound off, Sam. What you working on?
To the room. That means you too. Come on, get on.